Most people don't realize that one of the deadliest cancers often starts with a whisper. By the time it's loud enough to get your attention, it's often too late. I'm Dr. James, and today I want to talk about the early signs of pancreatic cancer. So subtle they often hide in plain sight, blending into the background noise of our busy lives. The heroes at Pancreatic Cancer Warriors know this all too well. They've seen firsthand how recognizing these quiet warnings can make all the difference. Pancreatic cancer often begins with signs so mild that people mistake them for stress or routine digestive issues. It's that nagging feeling you push aside, thinking it's just something you ate or a long day at work. But your body might be trying to tell you something important. This isn't about creating fear. It's about empowering you with knowledge. It's about learning to listen when your body speaks, even when it's just a whisper. Because catching these signs early is your most powerful tool in the fight against this disease. The reality is that many of these symptoms are common and usually benign, but when they persist or appear in new combinations, they warrant a closer look. Think of it as a quiet alarm that you need to learn to hear. We're going to walk through these signs together, one by one, so you understand what to look for and when to seek guidance. The goal is to turn silent warnings into life-saving actions, giving you and your loved ones the best possible chance for a positive outcome. Remember, awareness is not about anxiety. It's about being an active participant in your own health. Early abdominal discomfort or back pain may appear on and off, making it easy to dismiss. This isn't the sharp, debilitating pain you might expect from a serious illness. Instead, it's often a dull, gnawing ache that comes and goes. You might feel it in your upper abdomen, a vague discomfort that seems to radiate towards your back. One day it's there, and the next it's gone. You might blame it on your office chair, a bad night's sleep, or the heavy groceries you carried. It's the kind of pain that responds to a change in position. Leaning forward might offer a brief moment of relief, which only reinforces the idea that it's a simple muscle strain. Many patients I've spoken with describe it as an internal pressure, not a pain like a constant, low-level hum you eventually tune out. It's so easy to normalize this sensation. You might think, I'm just getting older, or I must have overdone it at the gym. This intermittent nature is what makes it so deceptive. Because it isn't constant, you don't treat it with the seriousness it might deserve. The pain can be particularly noticeable at night, waking you from sleep, yet feeling less severe in the morning. It's this unpredictable pattern that leads many to delay seeking medical advice. They wait for it to get worse. But with pancreatic cancer, worse can mean the window for effective treatment is closing. The key is persistence. If you have a new, unexplained ache in your abdomen or mid-back that lingers for more than a few weeks, even if it's mild and intermittent, it's a signal that deserves attention. Don't dismiss it as just another part of daily life. Unexpected fatigue or weakness can be an early signal of internal inflammation. This isn't the normal tiredness you feel after a long week or a sleepless night. This is a profound, bone-deep exhaustion that doesn't improve with rest. You might find yourself needing a nap in the middle of the day, even when you slept a full 8 hours the night before. Activities that were once easy, like walking up a flight of stairs or carrying laundry, now leave you feeling winded and depleted. It's like your internal battery is drained and simply won't hold a charge. Your body is quietly diverting immense energy to fight the growing cancer cells, leaving very little for your daily functions. This cellular-level battle creates inflammation, which in turn releases chemicals that contribute to this overwhelming sense of fatigue. It can feel like you're walking through mud, every movement requiring immense effort. Many people I've talked to, especially those supported by groups like Pancreatic Cancer Warriors, say this was one of their first, most confusing symptoms. They attributed it to aging, stress, or even depression. It's a weariness that settles into your very being, making it difficult to concentrate or feel motivated. You might start canceling social plans or cutting back on hobbies because you simply don't have the energy. This isn't laziness. It's a physiological response to a serious internal process. If you're re-experiencing a level of fatigue that feels disproportionate to your lifestyle and it doesn't get better with rest, it's a significant red flag. Your body is sending a powerful distress signal. Listen to it. Slight changes in appetite or early fullness may seem harmless at first. You sit down to a meal you'd normally enjoy, but after just a few bites, you feel completely full. It's a strange sensation, as if your stomach has shrunk. This feeling, known as early satiety, is another subtle but important clue. The growing tumor on the pancreas can press against your stomach or interfere with the digestive process. sending premature signals to your brain that you're full. You might also notice a general loss of interest in food. Your favorite dishes no longer appeal to you, and the thought of eating can feel like a chore. This isn't just being a picky eater. It's a tangible shift in your body's relationship with food. Over time, you may find yourself eating smaller and smaller portions, not because you're dieting, but because you physically can't manage more. This can be accompanied by a feeling of indigestion or bloating after meals, which you might blame on something you ate. You may start avoiding certain foods, thinking you've developed a new intolerance. It's easy to write these symptoms off. I'm just not that hungry today, or I ate too much at lunch. But when this becomes a consistent pattern over weeks, it's a sign that something is mechanically or chemically interfering with your digestion. The pancreas plays a vital role in producing enzymes for digestion. When it's not functioning properly, your body struggles to break down food, leading to discomfort and a premature feeling of fullness. This quiet change in your eating habits is one your body is counting on you to notice. Light-colored stools or darker urine are early liver-related signs tied to pancreatic blockage. These are changes you might be hesitant to talk about, but they are incredibly important indicators of your internal health. If a tumor in the head of the pancreas grows, it can block the bile duct. Bile, which is produced by the liver and helps digest fats, is what gives stool its typical brown color. When the duct is blocked, bile can't reach the intestines. As a result, stools may become pale, clay-colored, or greasy. They might also float, due to the undigested fat. At the same time, the excess bile backs up into the bloodstream. The kidneys then work to filter this excess out of your blood, which causes urine to become noticeably darker, often a brown or tea-like color. These two signs often appear together and are a direct result of a blockage. It's a simple plumbing problem on the surface, but the cause can be serious. It's easy to overlook a single instance, perhaps blaming it on dehydration or something you ate. But if you consistently notice your urine is dark despite drinking plenty of water, or your stools are persistently pale, your body is showing you a clear, physical sign that something is wrong with your biliary system. This isn't just a random digestive quirk. It's your body giving you a visual cue that a critical pathway is obstructed. It's one of the less ambiguous signs and should always prompt a conversation with your doctor. Mild jaundice can begin with small shifts in skin tone or the whites of the eyes. This is another consequence of the bile duct blockage we just discussed. When bile backs up into the bloodstream, a yellow substance called bilirubin accumulates in the body. The first place this yellowing, or jaundice, often becomes visible is in the sclera, the whites of the eyes. They might take on a faint yellowish tinge that you or a loved one might notice in certain lighting. It's a subtle shift, not a dramatic change overnight. At the same time, your skin may start to develop a yellowish hue. It can be so gradual that you don't notice it yourself, but a friend or family member might comment that you look a bit sallow or off color. It can also be accompanied by intensely itchy skin, caused by the bile products deposited in the skin. This itching can be severe and widespread, with no obvious rash. Many people mistake early jaundice for being tired or dehydrated. They might think they just need more sleep or a better moisturizer. But jaundice is a direct sign that your liver and biliary system are under stress. While it can be caused by other conditions like hepatitis or gallstones, its appearance in conjunction with some of these other subtle symptoms warrants an immediate medical evaluation for pancreatic cancer. As I've heard from many pancreatic cancer warriors, noticing that slight yellow in their partner's eyes was the moment they knew something was truly wrong. It was the sign that finally cut through the noise of all the other vague symptoms. Unexplained weight loss often shows up long before diagnosis. This isn't the kind of weight loss you achieve through diet and exercise. This is a perplexing, unintentional drop in pounds when you haven't changed your lifestyle. You might notice your clothes feeling looser or your belt needing an extra notch. At first, you might even be pleased. But when the weight continues to come off without any effort, it becomes a cause for concern. This weight loss is driven by a combination of factors we've already discussed. The poor appetite and early fullness mean you're consuming fewer calories. At the same time, the cancer itself is a hypermetabolic state. The tumor is consuming a significant amount of your body's energy to grow and spread, a process called cancer cachexia. Your body is essentially feeding the cancer, breaking down muscle and fat stores for fuel. This is why the fatigue is so profound and the weight loss so persistent. It's not uncommon for someone to lose 5% or more of their body weight over a few months without trying. If you suddenly lose 10 or 15 pounds and you can't explain why, it is a significant medical event. It's one of the most common early signs of pancreatic cancer, yet it's often one of the last to be taken seriously. People may delay seeing a doctor, enjoying the weight loss at first, but unexplained weight loss is your body in a state of crisis. It's a loud and clear signal that your metabolic system is in turmoil. Recognizing these subtle symptoms early can dramatically improve treatment options. Each of these signs on its own might seem insignificant: a little back pain, feeling tired, a change in appetite. But when you start to see a pattern, when these whispers start to harmonize into a discernible message, it's time to act. As I've stressed today, the insidious nature of pancreatic cancer is that its early signs are quiet. They don't scream for attention. They blend into the fabric of everyday life, making them incredibly easy to ignore. The brave individuals at Pancreatic Cancer Warriors and their families understand this all too well. Their stories are a powerful reminder that we must become better advocates for our own health. Don't wait for the pain to become unbearable or the jaundice to be undeniable. If you experience a combination of just symptoms: persistent, unexplained back or abdominal pain, profound fatigue, loss of appetite, changes in your stool or urine, or unintentional weight loss, please speak with your doctor. You know your body better than anyone. If something feels off, trust that instinct. It might be nothing, but it could be everything. Early detection is our strongest weapon. By listening to the whispers, we have the power to change the outcome and turn a story of silence into a story of survival. Don't dismiss the small things. Your life may depend on it.